My Instagram account was recently hacked. And one of the consequences of this is that my sugar daddy has found out about my OnlyFans. Sorry, I got a little bit emotional there. I should probably go back in time over some of the events that happened. It all started on Monday when I moved back into my dorm at the University of Waterloo. It's the new school semester. I get settled, I unpack, and at this point everything is like still really normal, right? And I take a picture of my room and I send this picture to a few of my friends as a way of saying like, oh hey, I'm back in town, let's hang out. And right after I send this picture, I get a phone call from my dad. My real dad. And so he's like, we have to leave Canada right now. We have to go back to China immediately. And so I'm like, what the hell is going on, right? Granted, my dad is like the Canadian ambassador to China, so we do often go on these really long diplomatic missions. I figured it was something like that, and I got on a flight that was booked to Beijing. Now, this is when the hacker posted that picture that I took of my room back in Waterloo. And so keep in mind, I'm still on this 13-hour flight, so I have no idea that any of this is going on until I finally land in Beijing and I get a bunch of messages in my DMs because not only did the hacker post that picture, but they captioned that picture with a URL link to my OnlyFans. If you don't know what OnlyFans is, it's kind of like Patreon but for adult content. And so obviously none of my friends or my family know about my OnlyFans, so they see this link and they're like, what the hell is this? This is the part where it really starts going downhill for me because my sugar daddy finds out. He finds out about my OnlyFans, presumably through that Instagram story. And my sugar daddy, he's a very secretive and controlling person to the extent that I don't even know his name. I don't have his phone number, and we pretty much exclusively interact either like in person when we go on dates or through Grindr. You might be thinking this is like a really weird relationship, and honestly, I couldn't fault you for thinking that because, I mean, I would agree. It's very strange. He has all these strange rules that I have to follow when I'm in public. Like, I have to wear 8-inch heels at all times. I have to wear a winter coat. And so I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Patrick, as one of Waterloo math faculty's most influential, most iconic sugar babies, why would you agree to enter a relationship with this guy when he's so weird about all these different things, right? Honestly, the answer to that is, as part of our arrangement, he agreed to secure for me an internship at Google on the quantum machine blockchain learning engineering team. And if you know anything about me at all, it's that it's always been my dream and my passion to work on the quantum machine blockchain learning engine. Anyways, as you can imagine, he was not happy. He was not happy at all. Like, he was just cursing me out, accusing me of the most random things. He was saying I was cheating on him, I was betraying him, that I was doing tax evasion, and that he was gonna like report me. So I decided to screenshot the messages on my phone just as a reminder to myself to reply to them later, because I was leaving the airport, so I would be leaving Wi-Fi, and I don't have reception or data on my phone because I have an iPhone, and in China iPhones don't actually work because they are on a different blockchain. But what's crazy is somehow from my flight back from Beijing to Canada without any Wi-Fi, the hacker was still able to access the screenshot of those messages and post it to my story. I mean, honestly, at this point, I don't even really care about that. The main issue at hand is that my sugar daddy is threatening legal action against me. And he is saying that he is going to end our relationship. That worries me sick because without his financial support, I will no longer be able to sustain my extremely luxury lifestyle, including this multi-million-dollar apartment that he is paying for. So I will have to be homeless. And in addition, I will no longer be able to afford tuition, so I will have to drop out of the University of Waterloo. And my machine quantum engineering blockchain career at Google will be over, and my life will be ruined. Thankfully, I do have a really strong support network in the form of the Waterloo Sugar Baby community, and I'm actually going to be attending the weekly Sugar Baby Club meeting right after. I'm going to be filming it, and the goal for me there is hopefully I can get some really good advice on what I should do next and how I should proceed, because at this point in my life, I'm really lost.
It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity.
I'm not a lawyer, but I think you should go to his house and kill him.